Good morning, my dear students. I'm Shweta Baghel, and today we will learn about sentences. We know when we speak or write, we use words. We use these words in a group so that people can understand us. People will not understand us if our groups of words are not put in the proper order and make sense. It's like if I want to say that I have a computer, and instead of saying this, I will say computer have I. Then it doesn't make any sense and nobody can understand me. So that's why we should arrange words in a proper manner so that everybody can understand us. Our group of words should express a complete thought. For example, school goes to she, and second, she goes to school daily. The first sentence does not make sense, but the second does. In first sentence, we can't understand that what is happening, but in second sentence, we can understand that she goes to school daily. It makes proper sense. So we can see the second sentence follows the three rules of making our sentences. So now let's see what is these rules are. First is it makes complete sense. So we can see that second sentence make a complete sense. We can understand what is happening. And the second, it begins with a capital letter. So we can see here first letter is capital, and third is it ends with a full stop. So we can see here a full stop. So it ends with full stop. So the definition of sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. So now let's do an exercise on it. Take right mark against the group of words which are sentences and cross against those which are not. So we have to just put S against sentence and cross against those are not sentences. So now let's see first group, car my is not. So we can't understand what is the thought, and it doesn't end with full stop. So this is not sentence. So we put cross mark. And the second is Sonia is absent today. So we can see the first letter is capital and it ends with full stop and it making a complete sense. So that means it is a sentence. So we can put right mark against it. The third is the plays wall child the with. So we can see the first letter is capital, but there is no full stop, and second thing, it doesn't make any sense. So that means it is not sentence. So we can put cross mark. And the fourth sentence is this is my school bag. So we can clearly understand the thought, and it start with capital letter and end with full stop. So it is a sentence and we can put right mark. Fifth one is I have a computer. We can clearly understand, and it end with full stop and it start with capital letters. So we put right mark here. And sixth one is are apple those tree? It doesn't make any sense. So we can put cross mark here. And the last one is come shall I back in 10 minutes. First is we can't understand the thought, and second one, it doesn't start with capital letter. It ends with full stop but doesn't make sense. So it is not sentence and we can put cross mark over here. Now look at these words in the east, by night, in a corner. We can see that they are not making a proper sense, not making a complete sense. All these group of words make sense but not a complete sense. Such group of words are called phrases. तो जो इस टाइप के ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स होते हैं उन्हें हम phrases कहते हैं. ये सेंटेंस नहीं होते पर इन्हें हम phrases कहते हैं, जो सेंस तो होता है जिनका पर एक कंप्लीट सेंस नहीं होता. Now one more thing to remember is a sentence always has a verb in it, but phrases has not. We can see here that there is no verb, and in sentence we have read that there is a verb. Now let's do another exercise on phrases and sentences. Given below are some groups of words. Identify them. Write S for sentence and P for phrase against each group of words. So here are some group of words. So we just simply put P against phrases and S against sentences. So now let's start. First one is at night. So we can see there is no verb. So it means it is a phrase. So we can put P. Second one is Sachin loves cricket. It making complete sense and there is a verb in it. So that means it is a sentence. So we can put S here. And the third is birds build nest. So we can see there is a verb and it making complete sense. So that means it is a sentence. So we can simply put S over here. And the fourth one is to meet friend. So there is no verb. So we can put P here for phrase. Fifth one is in the playground. Here is also not a verb. So we can put P over here. Sixth one is I drive a car. So it is making complete sense and drive is a verb. So we can put S for sentence. And the second last, to live alone. So it is also a phrase. So we can put P. And the last one is Ram eats mango. So here eat is a verb and Ram eats mango and it making complete sense. So that means it is a sentence. So we can put S over here. So here we have learned about sentences and phrases. Parts of sentence. Now let's discuss about parts of sentence. Every complete sentence or the sentence which makes a complete sense and can express the thought has two parts. So sentence has two parts. Part A, what or who the sentence is about. It can be a person, place, animal and thing. Is called a subject. So for part A, we can say part A is a subject. And part B, what is being said about the subject and shows the action is called predicate. For example, we can see the sentence, the earth moves round the sun. The sentence is about the earth. So the earth will be subject. And what the sentence tells about the earth is that it moves round the sun. So it will be predicate. So we can divide a sentence in two parts which are subject and predicates. So now we can see in second sentence, the flowers are beautiful. So the flower will be subject and are beautiful will be predicate. Now let's move further. Kinds of sentences. Now we will discuss about kinds of sentences. So sentence can perform four kinds of function. First is declarative sentence, second is interrogative sentence, and third is imperative sentence, and fourth is exclamatory sentence. So now let's discuss about declarative sentence. So now let's see the sentence. The sun rises in the east. So what we can see in this sentence? We can see that it declares that sunrise in the east. So a sentence that states or declares something is called a declarative sentence or a statement. It is a statement that the sun rises in the east, and it declares that the sun rises in the east. So it is a declarative sentence. For more example, we play cricket, I drive a car. These both sentences declare that we play cricket and I can drive a car. We put full stop at the end of declarative sentence. So we can see that here we put full stop, here we put full stop, and here also we put full stop. So that means the thing we have to remember is we put a full stop at the end of declarative sentence. Or one more thing to remember is sentence can be either affirmative or negative. That means declarative sentence can be a negative sentence. For example, Nehra is a fast bowler. It is affirmative sentence. Here is no negative thing in it. But the second one is Harbhajan is not a batsman. So here not is a negative thing. We can see not in this sentence, but still it is a declarative sentence. Harbhajan is not a batsman. So it is a negative sentence but still declarative sentence. Now the second type of sentence is interrogative sentence. Let's see the sentence. Why do you make noise? What we can see in this sentence? That somebody asks a question. So a sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence or a question. And second thing, we put question mark at the end of interrogative sentence. Always remember that we put question mark against interrogative sentence. Without question mark, an interrogative sentence is not completed. So we have to put an question mark. For more example, is everything ready? Do you take milk daily? Who broke this mirror? What is the news today? So in all these sentences we can see there is a question mark. Without question mark, it is not completed. So in every sentence there is a question mark, and every sentence is start with capital letter. Here we can see I is a capital, D is a capital, W is a capital letter, and W is also a capital letter. And now third one is imperative sentence. So now let's see this sentence. Show me your. So what we can see in this sentence? That somebody is commanding or ordering. So a sentence that expresses a command, a request, or a desire called an imperative sentence. So when somebody wants to request and have a desire and want a command on someone, so they will use imperative sentence. An imperative sentence needs a full stop at the end, like declarative sentence. We put full stop at the end of declarative sentence and also a imperative sentence. For more example, please bring me a glass of water. Do not walk on the grass. Give up your bad habits. Shut the door. So in all these sentences we can see there is a full stop. So in the first sentence we can see that somebody is requesting, and in the other one somebody is commanding. Exclamatory sentence. What a grand building. So what we can see in this sentence? That somebody is showing her sudden feeling. A sentence that expresses some strong or sudden feeling is called an exclamatory sentence or an exclamation. We put a mark of exclamation at the end of an exclamatory sentence. This is the exclamation mark, and we always put this mark at the end of exclamatory sentence. For more example, how beautiful the girl is. What a great singer Mukesh was. What a noise they are making. So we can see in all this sentence there is a exclamation mark. So what we learned that we use sentence for four main purpose. First is to make statement, second is to ask a question, and third is to give order or request, and fourth is to make an exclamation. So the thing we have to remember in all these sentences is in declarative sentence it ends with full stop, and an interrogative sentence ends with question marks, and the imperative sentences end with full stop, and the exclamatory sentences end with exclamation mark. Now let's do an exercise on it. Read the sentence given below. Write in the space D for declarative, I for interrogative, I am for imperative, and EX for exclamatory sentence. So we have to recognize the sentence and write it. So now let's start. First sentence is keep off the grass. So what we can see that somebody is requesting. So now tell me what will be the answer? Yes, the answer is imperative sentence. So we can put I am over here. Second is how old is your elder sister? So first we can see here is a question mark, that means it is the imperative sentence, and second is it is questioning, it is asking something. So that means it is a interrogative sentence. So we can put I. And third is honesty is the best policy. So it is declare something, it states something. So we can put D. Fourth is how foolish I have been. So it is a sudden feeling, and then we can see a exclamation mark over here. So that means is a exclamatory sentence. So we can put EX over here. Fifth one is the earth goes round the sun. So we can see that it is stating something or declaring something. So we can put D for declarative sentence. And the sixth is all that glitter are not gold. So first thing I have told you that a declarative sentence can be negative. So that is declaring something, that means it is a declarative sentence. Second is will you please allow me to sit down here? It is requesting, so that means it is an imperative sentence. So we can put I am over here. Last one is how do you do? We can simply recognize that it is an interrogative sentence because of question mark. So we can put I over here. Now let's do another exercise.
Our chapter is finished.
Rewrite each of these sentences. There is something
So now
missing
we will meet
in
in
all
our next
of
video.
them.
Till then, revise it.
So here is
And
something
thank you,
missing in
and have
all
a
groups.
nice
So
day.
we have to rewrite it. First is how sweet this rose smell. So we can see that it is a sudden feeling. So it will be a imperative sentence. So it will be how sweet this rose smells. Second is what is the time by your clock. So we can see that it is a question. So first thing we should put question mark over here, and second is we should start with capital letter. So it will be what is the time by your watch. And the third is shut the door, Roshan. So we can see it is ordering. So that means it is a imperative sentence. So it end with full stop and start with capital letter. Shut the door, Roshan. Fourth is what a thrilling movie it was. So we can see that it is a sudden feeling. So that means it will be a exclamatory sentence. So we should start with capital letter and with exclamation mark. So the sentence will be, what a thrilling movie it was.
Here our chapter is finished. I hope you all have understood it. So now we will meet in our next video. Till then, revise it. And thank you and have a nice day.